Hi everybody, welcome. This is Emmanuel from MAJESTY'S and I believe you are enjoying the tutorial so far. So today I just want to introduce something new that we'll be doing. Every Friday we'll have interactive sessions. So we'll be talking about different issues, topics affecting us as musicians and how we can improve and grow. It's not just about the skills, it's broad. It's about our character, it's about our discipline, it's about our organization skills. And I'm coming to you straight from Nairobi, Kenya. Maybe you wonder, who is this guy? Where does he come from? I come from Nairobi, Kenya, and this is my simple studio setup. I run a recording studio. I record clients, we record musicians, and we also do some piano lessons, guitar lessons, music lessons for some of our students. So this is my simple setup. I'm using HS7 Yamaha monitors. I'm using an iMac, an 88-key M Audio studio MIDI controller, and for my microphone and sound card I'm using the Focusrite Scarlett. I'll put a link below this video describing all the equipment that I use in my studio. And so this Friday I would like us to talk about practice time. How do we organize practice time? When you sit down on the piano and you want to go through a certain song, or how do you organize that practice time so that out of it you really benefit and gain out of your time? Because time is a resource and we need to know how to use time as a resource. So when you sit down, for example, for practice, what I see many people doing is that they don't really have a specific focus. They don't have a specific direction for their practice time. Somebody just takes a piano and starts banging on the piano, playing with the beats, playing with the voices. Wow, I like that voice. Oh, I like that beat. But really, are you really making use of your practice time effectively? So my basic guide is this. When you sit down on the instrument to practice, on your piano, for example, first, take note. How much time do I have to practice? For example, I have an hour of practice. And in this hour of practice, what specific thing will I be practicing in this hour? So that at the end of that practice, I should look back and say, in this hour, I was able to master all the 12 major scales. See, for example, or in this practice session, I was able to play this song in all the 12 keys, or maybe in 2 keys or 3 keys. But you need to have specific objectives every time you sit on your instrument to practice. So pick a song, for example, and say, in this hour, I'm going to go through this song. And I'm going to learn this song in at least 3 keys. Okay? So, and I always encourage my students to start from the basics. Start with the scales. Just learn the major scales. Then learn all the chords. There are 12 in number. The major chords, the minor chords, the diminished chords. Start with the triads, then go to the extended chords. So in every practice session, have a strategy. Okay? Let your practice session, be focused towards achieving something specific. Don't sit on the practice session without having a previous plan, a plan on what you're going to do and achieve specifically on that practice session. And maybe I can talk about the course that I've put up. It's a full course, a beginner's course for piano. I call it a beginner's course, but even if you're an intermediate player, you'll find that there are very many concepts in that course which will be beneficial to you. And so in that course, I'm moving straight from the very basics, talking about intervals that you need to know, the major scales, the basic triads, some extended chords, the Nashville number system, passing chords, modulation. So when you sit, for example, in a practice session, pick out one of the chapters, something specific, and say, today I want to learn about modulation. And then spend that time specifically tackling modulation and master modulation. And that is how you grow, when you have a strategy. So in your learning, in the learning curve of your instrument, you need to have a strategy. Have a specific strategy. Know what is the content I'm supposed to learn on my instrument, and have a plan. Set times, specific times, maybe during the week, when you sit down on your instrument and learn. Maybe I'll also like to, hear from you. How do you organize your practice? How do you conduct your practice? Feel free to comment below this video. Let's have a discussion. How do you organize your practice sessions so that we can help each other to grow? So remember to always subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it out on social media, and every Friday we'll be meeting and sharing on something specific, specific topics, specific areas that will help us to grow as musicians. So feel free to send me an email, give me a phone call. If you want the full course, the beginner's course, send me an email. I'll put all the contact information in the description below this video. All the contact information will be there. My phone contacts if you want me to answer specific questions. I may not be able to answer all of you, but I try as much as I can to respond to all the emails and all the messages that you send me. So thank you. Let's meet on Friday.